join us on another edition of The Political Arena, the most detailed and incisive political show.
You will see all sorts of politicians, even those who cannot manage their homes. We tell you to let them manage your lives. Look well, shine your eyes.
So stomach infrastructure is a way of life. Even if I cannot do anything, and I continue to help your stomach so that your life will keep on going. So my style is without apology. Stomach infrastructure is a way of life for me.
I should ask you, what is going right in this country? Is it education? Is it security? Infrastructure? Is it healthcare? What is going right? Absolutely nothing.
We mean to win Lagos. PDP is going to win Lagos in 2015. And that means that everybody must be on board.
INEC has colluded with the presidency, the opposing party, to rig this election from the data to the end.
The successful conduct of free, fair and peaceful elections in Ekiti is a good omen for the subsequent elections to come, and the 2015 general elections must be the best.
The good, bad, ugly and beautiful sides of the Nigerian political system. Join me every Sunday at 9:15 p.m. on Core TV News.
Thanks for joining us again. It's Core Digest Thursday, exclusive to Core TV News. We're counting down now to the February 14 election. Our attention this morning would be the role of the Nigerian youth in ensuring a peaceful election and, of course, post-election process. Given the realities of the 2011, many are saying that it is of great importance this time to channel the youthful energy in a right direction. And I'm joined this morning. We have the privilege of having on the show the Yoruba Youth National Leader, and I believe is the president of the Yoruba Youth Council Worldwide. Good morning, comrade. How are you today?
Good morning, I'm fine.
Comrade Eric OLUWOLE.
Thank you.
The Yoruba Youth Council, what's really the body of its operation?
Well, what it really entails is to accumulate the young Yoruba youth leaders together who can be able to work together and find a solution to the Nigerian, and in particular the Yoruba nation.
What influence and impact would you say you have on the larger population of the Yoruba youth? Because unlike a group like Arewa Youth Forum, would you say that your group also has that credibility to really impact on the larger Yoruba nation?
Well, I'm so much happy for that question because based on the structure of Yoruba Youth Council, we have the structure not only in Nigeria, when we're in Benin Republic, when we're in Ghana, as at now, because the Yoruba youth also, they are also in Brazil. So we went around, we've done 1 or 2 conferences because like 2012, May 26, where we launched this organization as a national body, we appreciate all the leaders, Yoruba leaders, especially the Oba of Onife, Oba Okwade Shijuade, and Dr. Dusumawolo, and other leaders came to launch the organization as a national body. So we have a very strong structure all over the country, not only in the southwest states. And as at now, as I'm telling you right now, we have close to almost getting to over 4 million members.
This organization started after the 2011 election. So this will be the first time you guys will be witnessing a major election. What are your plans to ensure that the Yoruba youth, so to speak, are not engaged in political violence at this time?
Well, that is what we're trying to do now. We've went around to do 1 or 2 seminars to try to call our people into order. And by God's grace, we've tried to link and send a signal to other Yoruba youth across the southwest state that we don't want to be in the side of violence, because we believe that these 4 years, by even this 2015, we decide where we're going, pertaining to our future as a youth for future. So, and we've tried to cover people, especially the Yoruba youth. We don't want to be imbibed with the violence comes 2015 election.
But I want to believe this is a non-governmental organization.
Yeah.
But is it also non-partisan? Because oftentimes when groups like this come up, you begin to hear that, this is the person who have endorsed for the 2015 elections. Are you telling that path as well?
Well, recently we held a press conference in Lagos State. And after the NEC meeting, the OYC National Executive Council meeting, we resolved that we are going to cast our vote in millions for the best candidate that can take us to the promised land. And we look at other aspirants generally, but fortunately we have been able to resolve the person actually we can be able to cast our vote on. And Yoruba Youth Council is not a political. We need to engage ourselves into something that can develop our country, because without evolving into politics, definitely we cannot elect a good leader to rule us.
The moment you pick a side, don't you think that will also affect your access to the larger populace of the Yoruba youth? Because, for instance, now, if you're supporting Party A, and then you now make it obvious or public, that automatically takes away the followers of Party B under your purview. Have you thought about that?
Well, let me shift to something now. Yoruba Council ideology and the philosophy we believe. So far, we are, as I said earlier on, the structure we have is like we have one voice. The members we have members of APC that belong to Yoruba Council, all the parties, even the PDP, Labour Party, all of them. So what we all resolve is that the youth must take this election as a future into their hands, because where we are going, both APC, if we're saying that we're going to vote for PDP, all of them will come together in one voice and do that. So that is what we really have on ground. We're not saying that maybe somebody we just discourage. No, it's not pertaining to the party, but we are dealing with a person in personal. So it's not a matter of party or party B.
Okay, let's begin to talk about the practical steps that this organization is taking to ensure that Nigerian youth are properly educated and they don't take up arms, because that's what we've seen. Of course, a little pocket of them in Southwest, but we've seen campaigns where young Nigerians come with arms and ammunition and then unleash terror on each other. What is that program that you have to educate them aright and to engage them positively this season?
By the grace of God, in the next few days now, we'll be holding a program in Lagos. And by God's grace, we want to try to call our people into order, because Yoruba youth has been a kind of integrity people. We're not saying maybe we're militants, and we may not be other people like that causing the violence. But what I can say is this: we are giving assurance that Yoruba youth will not evolve in violence, because we are seeing the violence coming. And as of yesterday, we held what we call the Southern Nigerian ethnic nationality. And we just try to rectify something that the violence coming now is like, if the youth is not careful, the youth might be involved. Why other politicians are using youth of today as a toggery? And as I'm saying, that the youth of today need to be very, very careful, because most of the politicians, their sons and their daughters, their children, they are not in Nigeria. They can't use their children as a toggery. So I just want to use that medium as of now to even tell our youth that we don't need to evolve in any violence. Let's take it upon our hands, to our hands and elect a very good leader.
You know, each time we hear the issue of ethnic nationalities, what is the relationship like between your group and other youth groups in other climes of the country? Because many are saying for Nigeria to stay together as one nation, we have to look beyond our ethnic differences and what we call the ethnic nationalities.
Wow, that's good. Well, about a month ago, we conferred in Delta State all ethnic group youth bodies of Nigeria. Okay. We call them Aleyobon. All ethnic group youth bodies of Nigeria, where we have a very strong patron, the majority of Nigeria, Nigeria as Akulagba of Wari as a patron. We hold a very strong meeting, then all of them conferred in Lagos, close to almost above 200 ethnic youth leaders in this country. And we look at the 2015 and beyond, so now we can be able to take the future into our hands. So we are familiarizing to ourselves based on the unity, or now we can be able to move this country forward, because there's a power that belongs to every each nationalities based on the tradition and culture. So we're coming together, or now we can be able to champion this good together in the same focus.
It's all right. Yeah. The phone is ringing. I hope that someone has something for you. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Tochukwu from Andamza.
Tochukwu, how are you today?
I think you owe me an apology. I don't know whether to hold you responsible, Mr. Emmanuel, for not picking my call yesterday.
Oh, you know, we did not pick. Are you referring to when the SA was around or before then?
Exactly.
No, we intentionally. Well, we intentionally did not pick the calls, and we made it public that there's an opportunity to use the Twitter handle because of the limited time we had yesterday. But it will still be around tomorrow, hopefully, so we'll entertain your call. But let's talk to the Yoruba leader Yoruba youth leader we have in the house this morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay. Very quickly, before I speak with regards on the topic of that, let me quickly hear my opinion about the election postponement and what have you.
All right, please go ahead.
I think personally, I have always said that I want the election to continue. I want it to go on. But sometimes we need to speak in a nationalistic point of view and not in a point of advantage. I think some people who are persistent in saying the election, some, not all, that the election should go on, they are speaking from the point of advantage. And I think it is high time we stop ascribing the genuine concern of some eminent Nigeria as that of the point, as if it is the stand of the presidency or the PDP. The PDP oftentimes have said that we are not saying the election shouldn't go on. They have not said that the election should be put. That the concern of some Nigerians, and I consider it rather unfair to say that it's a plot. Since when does genuine concern and opinion of Nigerians become a plot? And the people who come with the argument that the INEC is independent and can take decision of their own, is INEC independent to the point of driving us to havoc? I think it should be registered, even if they are independent. It's not an independent
Tochukwu
for us in this country.
Tochukwu.
So if you look at it, you see that there is a kind of imbalance in the distribution of PVC. But having said that, the election should go on, and I do really hope that at the end of the day, those who are supporting the election, that the election should go on, wouldn't be the ones to go to court later on to challenge the credibility of the election on the ground that people were not allowed to vote. So that is on that. For the Yoruba youth president that is there, I want to give them kudos. I have done quite a research about the activities, and I think they are patriotic in the activities. I have quite a number of them who are my friends. So I want to give kudos to them. They should continue with their good work in Nigeria, and we met in the work they are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tochukwu, for your contribution on the show today. Let's bring it home now to involvement of the Nigerian youth in political violence. Many are saying that probably the reason why this is rife is because we have more unemployed youth. There are others who are of the opinion that no, it's integral into our value system, that it doesn't matter whether you have gainful employment or not. You rather would do what you've been trained from the, the grassroots to do as a young man. What are your thoughts along this line?
Well, the Nigerian youth into this kind of 2015 election, well, let me just try to come in like this, because we are trying to foresee something coming up in this time around that 2015 we just be like, we never be like other elections so far, because we are trying to foresee a kind of a strong violence. Now, the national youth body in this country, based on the students, we have the NANS, we have National Youth Council of Nigeria. So what they're supposed to do is to have a kind of a mind to know that this future belongs to us as a youth, because some of them may belong to one or two political parties. They've been working against other youth, other students. Now, I want to say this for that the 2015 election, if the youth can be able to shun out the violence, then we definitely have a very good result, end of the day. Yeah.
Talking about shunning violence, there's also a debate of a school of thoughts. For instance, the economic value of violence in Africa. Okay. For instance, someone who have not been able to put food on the table, and then someone comes with a proposal, I'm going to give you this amount if you make this happen. How do you place this factor also in our fight against political violence in Nigeria?
Well, to me and to the rest of the youth, we have set up a committee to look at the manifestos agendas of each presidential aspirants, to compare and contrast. Because we need to believe on something that people, especially the politicians, they used to do something, they will make vows and they will not do it. Now, I talk about the ethnic groups at other times, based on the culture and tradition. Truly, if we look at the Nigerian per se, to me personally, I would not say that maybe the Bible is very gentle. But if you look at our culture and tradition, if the Nigerian can be able to say that, okay, they can embrace the tradition and culture, then let them come to make an oath. But it's all very funny to Nigerian. If that one can be very possible for them to make an oath to Ogun or to Shango or to Oya or something like that, because that one is very, very fast. But when, I don't know, maybe Nigeria has not got into that level. I'm not saying I'm not saying that we should implement that. I guess what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this, that based on this 2015 election and the promise of this, the politician, the youth especially need to rise up. They need to rise up and make sure that they draw every point from point so that they can be able to know where we're going.
It's all right. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
No, hello, good morning.
Welcome to Call Digest.
My name is Samuel, calling from Maduguri.
Samuel from Maduguri. How is Maduguri this morning?
Yeah. I see people complaining. You know, sometimes people blaming the youth of crisis.
That's right.
But sometimes, you see, it's a right of a youth to fight for his right. Because a situation where a youth will see that they are no longer having a future in their own country, and the leader have not taken steps to make things work for them, I think they have to work for themselves. Not that I'm on their side, but our leader mainly need cautious of themselves. They have to be disciplined within their, because they are the exemplary leader. They have to live with the example. But in situation you see people are stealing, and you will see the children also they'll start stealing. So in the sense of crisis, they have to blame the leader, because the leader has to behave maturely. Thank you.
It's all right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Well, there are also, because we're wrapping up this segment now, there are also insinuations that it is time for Nigerian youth to lead, that we have too many old men in power. Do you think that the young Nigerian, with what you have observed traveling across the country, do you think that the average young Nigerian is ready, truly ready for political leadership?
Well, they are afraid because of the politics of Nigeria. We can't compare politics of Nigeria to other countries' politics.
Okay.
Why we are getting afraid because of this kind of violence, assassin, kidnapping, and other things generally. But we can do something, because the politics started from the religions.
Okay.
Talking about the church, the Muslims, and other things generally. If our leaders, religious leaders, can be able to preach this kind of peace, especially I think the youth especially, we have the ego and the goals to partake in politics. But there's nothing wrong if the youth can be able to partake in politics, because politics is very, very important. And that's where we can be able to elect our leaders and to know where we're going in this country. So for me, youth in politics is very, very important. Okay. Because our leader are going little by little. They're getting older by little. And what we need to do is to look to their structure, to their legacy. Like Obafemi Awolowo has laid down a very strong legacy today. The majority of politicians, they are using his name as his own structure to do it today. Why some people might not be able to do it, again, because of the implementation of this man has done so far. So, but to me, let me just say that it's very, very important for you to partake as of now, for us to know where we're going.
Thank you very much for your contribution on the show today. I've been speaking with Comrade Eric, who is the Yoruba leader, Comrade Eric OLUWOLE, who is the national president of the Yoruba Youth Council. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope that subsequently you'll also be a chance to join us. Just got a message from Mufutau Elewo. It says, "Hi Nifemi, I'm writing you from Austria. Please, your live TV has no voice." Okay, I think it's talking about the audio quality. Please, can you do something about it? Okay, thank you for your good work. Okay, let me quickly introduce you to an alternative to our live streams. All you need to do is download OLUWOLE TV on any platform. It could be I believe it's on the Google Play Store on any of your device. WAWOTV. Download that application, register with your email. There are 2 stations under the news segment, Al Jazeera and Core TV. click on Core TV and you'll see me smiling right back at you. That definitely should get the audio if you are having challenges with our online stream. Of course, we're getting feedback from outside Nigeria, and we really appreciate Nigerians in diaspora who are also following this show. Once again, comrade, thank you for coming.
Thank you so
and we
much.
hope that we'll have you some other time. We'll take a short break now. We'll be back with other very pertinent developing stories ahead the 2015 general elections. Stick around, don't go away.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical. Women being so powerful, yet have few grounds in decision making.
They see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on Core TV News.